I'm already offended.
Zachary, what is this image?
What is going on right now?
Not yet. So, Amie.
Oh, Zachary, I'm already pissed.
Avery.
I'm already offended.
So just taking a temperature of the room here, I have projected an image of corn onto the screen. And you're already offended. You already the woke mob's already coming
with words
for me.
on it.
Tell me what the words are.
Avery, how would you describe the words that are on this?
The words are mean and incorrect.
The words are assessing the relative value and maybe inner morality of sweet corn, which is the topic of today's cold open. I am here to tell the cowards of the media that I won't be silent anymore. I think that sweet corn, quote unquote sweet corn, has had it too long in the sun with its syrupy nonsense. I'm here to tell you that sweet corn sucks, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's no amount of spice, there's no amount of cheese you can add to this thing. When the apple is rotten right to the core, you got to throw it out. And sweet corn is a rotten apple.
By far your worst take. First of all, the state that you are in produces a fair amount of sweet corn. Second of all, this is like our peak summer treat, sir.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. During the whole high holy days, I'm coming to sweet corn and saying that actually it sucks eggs.
Zach, you will never understand the joys of going to your local gas station that has like a makeshift wooden stand in the parking lot with just a bunch of sweet corn in it, and you pick a bag and it's merit system, honor system. You just leave the cash in a box and you go back to your house and you will never know the joys of that. And that makes me really happy because this is a horrible take.
Do you know how I know? I actually can use science to explain how bad sweet corn is.
Yeah, please do.
Did you know that like sweet corn is just completely indigestible? That like even your digestive tract rejects like consuming it.
I'm still gonna eat it.
Do you know what the body has to do? Do you know what we have had our ancestors had to develop processes, nixtamalization, soaking. We have to soak this stuff in lye in order to create a product that is digestible by the human body. Did you know this? Did you know? Because I think this is important. This is why it's always in your poop, because
it's just the outside of the kernel that's in your poop. The rest of it you can digest. According to Google, it's got...
Are you using Google AI?
Cellulose. Nope. I clicked on an article. This is from the clevelandclinic.org.
Loser.
A classic source.
Now, if we want to talk about AI being the worst thing in the world, like, let's do that cold open.
I will take...
Yeah, let's have those takes.
I'll take AI...
Let's not attack a source of income for a lot of small Iowa farmers.
For small Iowa farmers?
Let's not attack a source of joy.
Let's be very clear about where our corn is. Very little of our corn is sweet. Much more, the vast majority of our corn is for ethanol. You know this. We've talked about this on the podcast.
Let's not attack a source of sustenance. Let's not attack an accessible source of food.
Vitamin C, fiber,
I just told you
magnesium.
I can go to in my hometown, I can go to my local gas station, grab a bag of it, put $3 in the cash bin.
$3, that's it. Yes. 6 years.
I can think beans are a better source of fiber or a better source of protein.
Have you had elote?
What do you gotta tell me? What's your favorite corn recipe?
Elote.
Elote by far.
For sure. Elote.
You're making my point for me. You've got to smear it. You've got to smear it with mayonnaise. You've got to cover it in salt, paprika, cayenne, perhaps. You got to throw down some salt and pepper in order to make this thing even palatable.
How do you think elote is made?
Paprika?
You ain't gonna put paprika in it?
No, it's tahine.
It's corn. You do corn, and then you do mayo, and then you do tortilla, or you can replace it with Parmesan if you're white.
Tahine.
And you sprinkle it on top, and it's delicious.
Is cute.
I'm so sorry you're not gonna put paprika on. I put paprika on everything.
I also put.
That's
really
fine, but not
smoked, sweet, hot. I'm in. But you know
I'm
what?
not going to sit here and agree with you on paprika because you just offended my bloodline.
That's right. I came to Iowa's court on the high holy day And I'm saying sweet corn is beneath you. I'm saying sweet corn has never been your friend. You can't digest it. You gotta add cojita cheese to it in order to make it palatable.
What language was that?
I'm telling you.
Yep.
That's fair.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm telling you, my dear friends, that sweet corn has had it too good for too long, and we need to get real. We need to get serious about this stuff.
Can I remind listeners
disagree.
of the pod that Zach is from Mississippi?
Yeah, he's not from here.
And so what? I'm so sorry. The land of the good food, is that? You know what you can go to a Mississippi gas station and get right now? You can go get some boiled peanuts, a texture marvel,
Boiled peanuts?
a salty little gas station treat. Go to Iowa gas station, maybe you can get a pizza, but you definitely can get some uncooked sweet corn. Come on, guys.
Maybe there's pizza at I can't.
I was just gonna say this
dish.
is like saying you don't like
Okay.
potatoes because you have to put things in them to make them mashed potatoes. Like it doesn't make
But
any
tomatoes
sense.
taste good on their own. You a big fat beefsteak tomatoes sliced fresh. Come on,
Well, I said potatoes.
potato. That's fair on potato. Sorry,
It's the same thing.
Sorry,
You add
retracted.
things like butter and salt, and it makes it taste good.
Yeah,
Same
I mean,
with
like
corn.
I'm with you that process sometimes makes something better, right? But I'm saying, like, on the other end of this, we're still talking about a suboptimal food. Like, even Elote is like, it's fine.
Oh,
But it's not the corn that's
a
good. It's
line.
the cheese
That's a
that's
line.
good. It's the mayonnaise that's
There's
good.
also
not
different
insult
kinds of
Elote.
corn. Like if if you go down to Tama, the Meskwaki harvest a bunch of different like indigenous like forms of corn and all the colorful kernels and stuff like that.
But that's not
That's
the
really different.
flavorless. That's not the flavorless sweet corn that that's gross and disgusting that I'm going after.
Well, then you could try that. You can up your palate and go for that, and then see if you like corn, and then you can't.
Do you think when people refer to sweet corn that we're referring to the multicolored crop that the Meskwakis are growing on the settlement? I don't think so. I think sweet
Now I wanna
corn
know
is
if I
that
get some sweet corn
weird
from
fluorescent yellow garbage that comes out of a can.
Meskwakis?
Oh, you're pulling it out of a
Please write in.
can?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Well,
sometimes.
there's your problem.
What, you've never had? You're too good for canned corn?
Well,
We're
You
not
were
talking
just
about
making an
that.
accessibility argument. What is this?
because like I have said twice before on this podcast, I can go to my local gas station and pick it up out of the shed in the parking lot of the local gas station. I don't have to go to Fairway to get a can of
canceled.
corn.
You're canceled.
Me? I'm
You're
the one that's
canceled. You're canceled. Me, I'm going back to the grocery store. Bye. This is the
Just
first time I've
saying
had to like
the
walk
intro
myself
thing
out
is
of my
hard.
take. I've got to like. Not only have I
Yeah.
not convinced them, like
have
I think
said
I've
all
convinced
you need to
myself
say.
that it's the
Yeah,
best.
get the hell out. Yeah.
Welcome to Cornhole Champions, Iowa Starting Line's weekly podcast where we throw bags at the state's biggest stories. I'm Zachary Oren Smith. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Today, we're digging into why Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds is still trying to hide documents related to her gaffe of gaffes when she was part of an effort calling Iowa Lutheran Services a money laundering scheme. Also, the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and specifically how its aftermath has looked from Iowa. How have Iowa state leaders reacted? The good, the bad, but the mostly ugly. But first, I'm joined today by fresh in from where she's been cutting copy to fit neatly into your email box. Iowa Starting Line's newsletter editor, Amie Rivers.
You better be careful.
Hello,
I'll talk
Amie.
about me fitting things in people's boxes, Zachary.
Hey, yo! And from the bowels of an unforgiving cyberspace, a rough beast slouches towards chat. Starting Line's social media strategist, Avery Staker.
Every introduction, you make me sound like a gremlin, and I want you to know that I really appreciate it. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
tell
feel like
me,
it's my
tell me I'm
personality
wrong.
pretty well.
Tell me, yeah, it is like the sweaty, sweaty dark room, like is always invoked. It feels like
Exactly, and I love that.
I'm glad you like it because I'm ready to go to bat for you if you don't, Avery.
Oh no,
Oh,
I
no.
fuck with it so heavy.
the way
I think it's very
I've
gender neutral, and
the way
I respect
my like I've turned my co-host against me is unbelievable. This is
that.
the way
This is
we
what
will
you get for
protect
not being gay.
Avery.
That's right. First story. there's an election happening in your backyard. City councils, school boards, mayoral races, they're all on the ballots across the state this fall. And while these races might not get the same attention as congressional campaigns, presidential runs, and the like, they're often the ones that touch your life the most. We're, of course, talking about this fall's city, school, local elections. They happen between the presidential and midterm years, right? So this is happening right now. There are people that are gathering signatures, that are looking to file as we speak. And we wanted to spend a little bit of time today talking about it. Amie, tell me, why don't you start with laying out a little bit of the stakes here?
Yeah, the odd year elections. I mean, these are honestly the ones that you will probably notice the most and where your vote counts the most because there are fewer people voting in them generally.
That's right.
And we'll get to that. But I mean, I'm already seeing even just in my neighborhood, signs for mayor popping up, competing signs for mayor, which is why I think they're so early, right? So it's already started. I mean, people are already getting ready for November. And I mean, I'm honestly like the first sign that popped up, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. There's a mayoral election going on. So these things just serve to like remind people that these elections are happening and they're very important. Obviously, whoever the mayor is of my town is going to set policy. Whoever the city council people are going to set a lot of policy. They're going to decide if my street gets repaired on time, if I got to fix my sidewalks, you know, different stuff like that. That's really important to me. So yeah, these elections carry a lot of weight.
Yeah, I like what you said about kind of the way that you feel their impact, right? That because what we're talking about is power, and these are positions that set budgets for school districts, which are tremendous. School district budgets are tremendous. Could be bigger, but nonetheless, it's a lot of money
Yes.
that they're throwing around. So they hire and fire chief officials like city managers, superintendents. They set curriculum. I mean, these are immensely important offices, and unfortunately, like you say, voter turnout is really low. I pulled some numbers from the United States Elections Project, and they were saying that for presidential years, we see turnout hovering around 60% for presidential elections. That goes down to 40%, not in local elections, but in midterm elections, right? So when we're talking about like governor races, when we're talking about U.S. House and U.S. Senate races, when we're talking about local government elections, according to a study from the University of Chicago's Center for Effective Government, we're looking at more like 20%,
Yeah.
which is really, really low. That's like 1 in 5 people will vote in this. So like what Amy's saying about how you can have a really large impact on this. I mean, I think that's the through line that we want to emphasize here. You have so much ability to kind of really make or break an election by not just voting, but by that $5 that you might put towards a campaign for someone that you really think is worth the time, the door knocking that you do. These have immense impact on these local levels. Avery, do you want to talk a little bit about the kind of like what I've been calling the pipeline effect of local elections?
I love when you coin political
Yeah.
terms and concepts. But yeah, so like most state and federal elected officials get like their start in positions like this, in city positions, in school boards, in all that sort of all the little ones. And if you kind of get in on the ground level now with them, it's a way to build kind of trust and understanding with these officials, whether that is like actually contributing to their campaign if you support them or not. Knowing these people and understanding who they are and what kind of policies they support is a way to follow them for a very long time and be involved at all levels of your government.
Not only I think is it good for people to see to see local peoples trying their hand at government, trying to do the work of democracy. I think it's like also real. You just learn so much by running a campaign, right? You learn so much by when you knock doors in your community, when you when you hear from other folks about kind of what keeps them up at night about their school, or what keeps them up at night about their block, right? These are important questions that I think really motivate deeper relationships within our communities. And if there's something this podcast can uniformly get behind, right, it's deepening those ties that we have with other folks in our community.
Absolutely.
Just to lay out the dates here, for cities with primaries, those will be held on October 7th. So check in with your local government, see if that applies to you for your local offices. The actual election will take place on November 4th. And if a runoff is necessary, that'll take place on December 2nd. You can always check these dates at the Iowa Secretary of State's website. I'd highly recommend it. It's a great resource for calendars like this.
Yeah.
And with that, Avery, what do you say we take a break?
I'm into it.